Alright, hello everybody. This video will be quick just because this week there wasn't a whole lot of topics or things to talk about. This week has been kind of simple with my posts. Uh, I've been focused on my projects right now, and so it's like, alright, these got some challenges. I got a lot of studying, a lot of learning to do, and it's fun. But in the meantime, I'm still bugging people, and I'm still, trying to send that message out. This week has been a weird week, just in terms of a lot of personalities and some death. A friend of mine died, and that was very crazy. Because then you start to like look at old posts, and they seem to be alive when they're on social media. You look at all the old photos, and this guy was a real happy dude. I remember him as positive in tone and stuff like that, and so I don't know, it just tripped me out because it's like, yeah, it sucks. Death sucks. So, but yeah, and I found out late, so it happened in October, and it's May now of 2020, so that happened in 2019. So this is not a Corona-related thing, but yeah. And then a family friend died a few weeks back, and so it just became this like thing where it sets a mood and all that. But anyway, I'm trying to think if there's any kind of like life lesson. I mean, I guess all you can do is grieve and try to move on. Um, don't let anyone ever tell you to feel a certain way or to get over it. I remember when we had a huge death in the family, and I guess some neighbors try to tell us, oh, you're not over yet. And it's been like a year or two, and you're like, what? This was a huge death. It's like, screw you. And so, and then it's also weird when it comes to death who you pick up as friends and stuff. For me personally, it's like, okay, there's a few friends I bonded with more because we had commonalities and stuff like that. But yeah. So anyway, grieve how you want, do what you want in terms of that. My whole philosophy in life is do whatever you want to do as long as it doesn't hurt or affect or hinder other people too much. I always kind of use the extreme example of like, I don't even care if you're a drug addict unless you're like a functional drug addict. Like, as long as I know, you're not going to try to steal money from me or, try to do something shady, like you actually know how to handle your shit. Oh man, I'm starting to cuss now. That's not good. Handle your shite. Um, excuse me for that. Then yeah, I don't really care. It's usually when those crazy people start to like roll over into your life. Then you're like, all right, you're causing a little too much drama. Bye. But yeah. So anyway, that was the week. My posts weren't that crazy or exciting. Hate trash still. Coronavirus. It's interesting in terms of updates with people walking around and stuff. We're allowed to exercise, so a lot of people are taking the outdoors into effect. The weather's been nice and what do you call it, inviting. So it's just like I was seeing all kinds of people. I've seen people with masks. I've seen people without masks. I was seeing uh, people were pretty spread out, which was good. I saw a lot of people with masks, but it was below their nose. This one I thought was interesting or even kind of funny is I saw parents with masks and then they brought their kids without. And now I understand the kid's not going to wear the mask if they're too young, but at the same time it's just kind of ironic and funny to me because it's like you like agree with safety to a degree, but you're risking your kid. And, like I get it, but at the same time, it's like, well, you must not be too worried if you're actually putting your kids in the front line. But yeah, I saw all kinds. It was by the beach. The surfers were out. The cops were there. I guess it's true. The cops aren't really there to like. Some cities were giving citations, but I guess now that it was like officially open, um, cops can only suggest or be there as kind of a control element, but they weren't there harassing people. They were pretty cool about it. I mean, the city did as much as they can. They did their signs. They basically did everything to cover their liability, so to cover their butt. So good for them. But yeah, and so I guess that's it. Like it was interesting. Yeah, curious to see if there'll be a second wave or not. Once again, I try to be as neutral as possible. I understand not killing anybody with spreading the germs, and I also understand people needing jobs and having to get out there, even if they're not considered essential, and so they're poor. So I would like to think of myself as purple, so that's probably as much political info as you'll get from me. But I just try to think of myself as well balanced, accept both sides, hear everyone out, so that it doesn't get too weird or anything. So don't judge me, don't hate me because I didn't lean on your side too hard. I would like to think of anyone watching this video as, pretty neutral as I am. So anyway, quick video, not so quick. It's probably like 8 minutes. All right, bye-bye.